Myself is Shaelendra. So far as my initiation in this marg, it was in 1965, but at that time I was hardly 10 years old and I was not fully knowing about this marg. With the passage of time, and when in the year 1979, it was in my mind that my mother and father used to say that Baba is God, Baba is God, and I was in this impression, if Baba is God, I would like to see which type of God is, how the God could be looked. It was in my mind, and in those days I heard that there is proud rally in Delhi in 79, and I was struggling in my mind whether I should go or not, but somehow I managed in my mind, okay, I must go so that I could see who the God is. I reached Delhi and I went in the hotel where Baba was staying. I asked the receptionist if there is any room in this hotel. He said no, there is no room neither in this hotel nor nearby any vicinity in this area where you could find to stay any room, because overseas margi and Indian margis, they already have booked the hotels and all the rooms are packed. I said, please do something so that I could see Baba. He said, I can't say anything. Anyhow, when Baba will come out, you just stay outside this hotel, and when Baba will cross this path, and you will see. I said, okay, but even then I was just standing in the receptionist, and I asked him something. He said, no, I can't, I am helpless. And on my back somebody just put hand, and he said, oh, there is no place, because I also am in search of this room here, but I also couldn't find, and how you will get, because for the last 2 days I am looking at any hotel or any room nearby Baba's, and there is no place, no space in there. Then I just closed my eyes. I said, okay, as Baba wished. Then I asked that gentleman, I said, any possibility? He said, there is one cell, not room, one very small cell where only one cot is placed, and no attached bathroom, nothing like that. I said, but where is that? He said, that is adjoining Baba's. But we closed it. We don't give that cell to anybody, because there is no facility in that. I said, okay, you give it to me. He said, are you sure? I said, yes. Then that man who afterwards I came to know that he was A'ca'rya Ji. He asked me, there is no use to go there, because I know that is only cell. Nobody goes there, neither fan is there, nor light is there, nor bathroom is there. What you will do there? I said, no, okay, if it is Baba, near Baba's, then I will take. I asked the receptionist, you give me that room. He said, okay. I asked him how much I have to pay. He says, rupees 60. I was stunned to know, rupees 60, it is too much. He said, that's why we don't give that room to anybody. I said, and what's the rent of Baba's room? He told, it's 100 rupees. I said, only 40 rupees difference and no facility, and Baba's room, every facility is there. He says, yeah, that's why we don't give that room to anybody. And nobody takes that room, because they're not worth to live. I said, okay, you give me. He said, sure? I said, yes. He gave me. First he asked me, go and see. I said, I don't need to see that. You just give me the key of that cell. He said, okay. I just went I just changed my clothes. I found there was nothing there, only one cot was there, and no bed, nothing like that. I just was in a layer mood. Just I was thinking that when Baba will come out nearby Baba's room. I never know that which is the room which is near, which is Baba's room there. But I simply knew this, that when Baba will just come out, there will be sound of that Baba is coming out. I will just open my door and I will see Baba. What happened that I was just relaxing and lying down. Baba called, "Is there anybody? Is there anybody?" First time I listened and I forget. I said that some outsider or some hotel guy might be calling to anybody else. That's why I didn't pay any attention. Again, second or third time, again Baba repeated, "Is there nobody? Is there nobody?" Then I say, "Oh, it might not be voice of Baba." I just got up and I opened the room and Baba was saying, "Oh, come in, come in." I went. Then I was just going to sit, because Baba was lying down on the bed. I was just going to sit on the ground, on this carpet. Baba said, "No, you come up and sit beside me." I said, then Baba said, "Okay, you first press my head and then I will tell you." I said, "Okay." I was just pressing, then Baba was telling, I was given poison, and because of that my health reduced, my eyes are not working, my ears power has also been not well, and something like that he was telling me about his health. I was just listening. Then Baba said, "Okay, you press my tongue and my back and my feet." I am pressing that. Then and Baba said, "Okay, you bring this anklet of my this feet." I said, "Okay." I did that also. Then I said, "No, it is I have done for the last few times." I said, "No." Baba said, "Now come this side." Then Baba changed his posture and he said, "Now you press this side from head to toe." I said, "Okay." Then from head to then back, then this all the legs, the thigh, etc., this feet, etc., this. Then I was just pressing, and Baba was asking me then, "You have come from where?" I was there in Rajouri, in one of the district in Jammu. I was posted there doing job in the age of 24. Baba said, "Okay, you." I said, "I have come from Rajouri." Baba said, "Rajouri, Jammu." Baba said, "In the coming time, there will be problem to the people of Jammu. People will leave Jammu, and they will leave Jammu by the road, that is Toda Chamba road." I said, I didn't ask anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't ask anything. I just kept quiet so long as I was there in Baba's room. Then Baba himself started to say that in the coming time, the situation will be like this, that people will leave and they will go and they will leave Jammu by the road which connects Doda and Chamba. And then Baba asked me, "Do you know whether that road has been completed, Doda Chamba?" I never heard that road name or even their district name, because I was just college student, university student, and I was not aware of this fact that roads are just connected with one place to other place. These are one state to other. And then I just kept mum for a minute. Then I thought, what should I say? I never know about this road. Then I said, "Yeah, Baba, that is going to be completed." Baba said, "Oh yes, it must be completed. And people will leave from that place and via this road, and then Himachal will be fruitful. Himachal falega. Himachal will be more prosperous, more fruitful." And then Baba kept silent. Then after some time Baba said, "You will do my work?" I said, "Yeah, yes, Baba." Baba said, "When you will go to Jammu, you will ask the priests of the temple to take care of the old literature. There should not be wasted in any cost. I said, okay. Baba said, again Baba asked me, you will do this? I said, yes Baba, I will definitely do that. Baba said, okay, you will do this. I said, okay. Then what happened after, I don't know what Baba, other than this, but what Baba has talked to me, I don't remember particularly this time, because you know that much time I was there with Baba on that very day, and what else Baba has talked, I don't remember. Anyway, then Baba lastly, I remember Baba said, okay, now you go. I said, okay. I just got down off the Baba's bed. I just salute Baba, Sashtang Pranam I did, and when I did Sashtang Pranam, I saw Baba in another face, which I have never seen Baba already, because I saw Baba when Baba was in the bed in the other face, and now I am so looking Baba in another face. I was quite stunned, and I was quite, I can't express the things now there. I just give my this namaskar at that moment, and I couldn't do anything. And I just left the room, and I came in my room. I just laid down unconsciously. How long, I don't know, I don't remember. But I knew that somebody, I found after how much time, I don't remember. And somebody was just petted on my this back, and he was Prasad Ji. He might have come to know that I had spent a lot of time in Baba's room alone, and he asked me, oh, I committed a very blunder, I couldn't take this room. You are lucky, that you got this room, and by that you are there to meet Baba like this. That's why. Then he took me in his own room, his own house, I don't remember where. Then we stayed there. Then he took me Ludhiana along himself, and what we have talked, that I don't remember this time. So this was the Baba's grace, that I was there to see only one glance, and Baba has given me a lot of time to spend with him. Then in 83, in 84, when Baba was there, then my PC was also there, personal contact. I went inside, Baba seated, and Baba asked me, okay, you are calm? I said, I just Sashtang. Then Baba looked at me, and then Baba asked me, okay, you repeat whatever I say. I repeated, I don't know what type of oath Baba has asked me to. Then Baba asked me, okay, your this life is okay, such and this. Then I asked Baba about my future, etc. That's also Baba told me many things there. Then I don't know on which aspect I was there to weep, only weeping in my personal contact. I will continue in weeping. And Baba has asked me, okay, no need of weeping. Then Baba, you will, I don't remember actually this time. And in the PC, Baba asked me, open your this hand, I will punish you. I said, okay. I was weeping continuously. Baba asked me, open your hand. And then Baba asked me, open completely. I complete. Then Baba, full completely. When then Baba said full completely, I surrendered that Baba. I said, okay Baba, it is your hand. Then Baba just touched that stick, and very lightly he touched with my palm. Then Baba was very happy, and many things Baba had said at that time, and many things Baba asked me to repeat, but sorry, I don't remember those other things. This was happening in my PC there, personal contact 84 there in Jammu. So this is also Baba's grace. So once I was in Delhi, I came to know Baba is in Delhi, and I went from there. I asked Ramananda Ji that I want to go field work with Baba. Ramananda said, okay, you must go. I was just seated beside driver, and Baba was seated behind me with Ramananda Dadaji. And driver was driving. Then Baba asked, who is there with us today? Ramananda Dadaji told that Shaelendra has come from Jammu. He has come. Baba said, okay. Then this driver was just driving the vehicle. Baba asked, Shaelendra, you are accompanying me to Europe? I said, no, Baba. Baba said, no, you are accompanying me. You come with me to Europe. I said, no, Baba, I am just putting up far away from this place and I have not applied for my leave. And unless I got sanction of my leave and got permission from the Department of Education, how can I proceed with you? Baba said, no, that arrangement will be made. I said, how, Baba, you will manage the arrangement? Then, unless myself I am not, I myself don't write their application and not seek permission. Then I saw just behind Baba. Baba was smiling and Ramananda Dada was smiling. Both were smiling while looking at each other. And I was standing. Why they are smiling? I have not applied for leave. And Baba is asking me just accompany me to Europe. How can it be possible? It was in my mind. And there's all things I remember now. And after I came to know what a bad luck for me that Baba has given me this beautiful opportunity to accompany him and to go with him to Europe. And I don't know why I have refused. That was, I repented and lost a lot afterwards. So then in 1992, then 1984, during those days there was a lot of stress on Narayan Seva. Baba used to say that Ananda Marga should go for Narayan Seva. And one Sunday in Jammu, even my mother was also very devotee of Baba. And she also asked me on one Sunday, she said, okay, let's go for Narayan Seva. I said, okay. Mother made some eatable food. This all we baked that, and in Jammu there is a big temple which is called Raghunath Temple. I asked mother, let's go to Raghunath Temple. Mother said, okay, we'll go there. We went there, and in one of the portion of the temple, there, you know that yellow clothes that people are just like that those persons, those ask for begging, etc. With yellow clothes they wear, and they ask for begging or something from the people. They just assembled there, and they just live there in their temple, one of the portion of the temple. We both, I and mother went there, and I asked those guys, will you eat food? They all said, yes, we will eat. I said, okay. Then I asked just to sit. They were about 15-16 persons. I said, okay. And beside there, one person, which seems to be a very ordinary person. He has worn those white dhoti and kurta, white clothes. He was also seated beside them. And just ahead of their seating arrangement so far. They were sitting on the ground, and that ordinary person, they were seated above ground, not much above, just above that ground on this tree's root, on the above our tree root. He was sitting there, and he asked me. I asked him. My mother asked me that if you ask that person also if he will eat. I asked him, brother, will you eat? He said, okay, I will also eat. I said, okay. I was surprised that he seems to be alright, good person, and why he will say that he will also eat. And he also said that he has come over here in the temple. That's why he also needs to eat. So, but then we are just going to start to give those food items to those persons, 16 persons who are just beggar type person. Those that person called me, that ordinary person, which seems to be, he called me, asked me, okay, these person they smoke and they take tobacco also. You ask them first, go and wash their hands. I asked those guys, okay, you go first wash your hands and then sit. They all said okay. They sat there at their position. We just served the paper plates, not paper plate, this cutting of newspaper. We just brought with us. We gave one by one. Then I asked that person, will you also take? He said, he took that paper, but he asked me, first I want to drink water. You bring water for me. I asked that person, I said, I don't have anything. How I will bring that water? He said, there is one utensil with you. There you have put that potato vegetable. You remove that potato vegetable and some of this paper, newspaper, and with that vessel, in that vessel you bring that water. I was surprised how the guy knows that I have brought potato in this that steel packet, steel vessel. I was surprised, but anyhow I forgot that he might have seen. I don't want it to stress upon me. I said, there is an ordinary person, how can he say? I just kept that thought in vain. I just went, I just emptied that potato and then I washed it. I brought full of water that bowl. Yeah. He drank. Then he said, okay, give one more. I was surprised that he's asking me, I have to serve these guys there in Narayan Seva, and he's asking me to bring again water. I said, okay. I went again. I took that bowl and I did with that water. He drank. Then I served that meal to all of them. To him also, he also said, okay, you put more rice in me. He took one. Again he asked me, okay, rice. Then he asked me, put this rajma, this potato vegetable, and one more. I don't remember what that was. Also there. All the guys, they ate fully. They ate, and then they were asking me, okay, give us money, is dakshina, to say dakshina. But that ordinary person, to whom we say ordinary at that time, he asked me, come. He said, when they will ask for dakshina, don't give them anything. I said, yes. I said the same thing as said to our Guru also, or Baba also. Then I asked those guys that no, this gentleman is also saying, and moreover, I don't care for this gentleman, but our Guru, Shrii Shrii AnandaMurti Jii, they have also instructed us not to give money. You have taken everything to eat, you have eaten, and no need of giving dakshina or this. They said, okay. They washed their hands. We left, we just packed our utensils, we left the place. As soon as we left the place, and in the last time, in the last, that exit of that gate, when we are just going to exit, I just asked my mother who that gentleman was. He might not be Baba. My mother said, no, what are you saying? You are foolish. He was just an ordinary person. How can he be Baba? I said, okay. I just, I just made myself to see behind. Just I turned, as soon as I turned, that light of that person, white light, it came so strong. I remember, I came so strong into my eyes, I fell down, I became unconscious. People were just gathered beside. I came to know afterwards that people gathered because I was unconscious there. And my mother said, what happened? What happened to you? I don't know. Then somebody might have given water to my mother, in a bowl or in a glass. Mother just sprinkled those water upon me and asked me to drink that water. I just drink. Then I said, I told my mother, he was Baba. Mother said, no, he is not, he can't be Baba. I said, no, mother, he was Baba. Let's go back. We just went back. As soon as we went back, those guys were there. I asked those guys, even my mother also asked, where the gentleman is, where this white dhoti kurta person. They said nobody was there. I said that I brought 2 times water for him, I gave him food to eat, he instructed me. Before this, one thing I forgot to tell, that when we were just finished, when those guys had finished their meal, we asked them, okay, say AnandaMurti Jii ki Jai. They all said Jai, but that white person, that ordinary person didn't utter a word of Jai. Again we said, didn't utter. I was just looking at him, that why is surprised, why didn't he say Jai? He has eaten food and he was not speaking that's AnandaMurti Jii ki Jai. I was just surprised. It was there at that time. When just I and mother went back to find out that where the ordinary person has gone with them. Those all guys were saying that we have never seen. We saw only you and myself and my mother, to both, and nobody. I said that white person was there, white clothes person, he was just seated beside you. I gave this. They said nobody was there. This was the Baba's grace. So then Tandu, did I say about Tandu? बोल दिया मैंने? नहीं. अच्छा. What happened in 1984? Baba's planning was there to visit all over India.
1984.
Yeah. And Baba, the program which Baba has given to be there in the places, Baba used to come 24 or 48 hours before their scheduled program. And we were in Jammu at that time. We were in Rajouri at time. And Baba was scheduled to come the date, but we reached from Rajouri to Jammu a bit 1 week, about 3-4 days before Baba's DMC to take place there. When we were there, when the Baba 2 days before Baba reached, and Baba just gave his pravachan, and in the pravachan Baba started to say in the very first day, that there will be Tandav competition, and Baba said, okay, this is North India Tandav competition, everybody should give his or her name, give his name all over this North India margis. All the margis, whosoever are fully known well about this Tandav, they have given their name. And I never did Tandav, and I never know about it. Once Dada asked me, may I write you? I said, no Dada, I don't know how to do Tandav. That's why you please don't write my name. He said, okay, Piya Dada. He didn't write. What happened? Baba again was asking every night and every morning that there will be Tandav competition, and it was just irritating me a bit in my mind. Why Baba is laying stress on Tandav competition? Once Baba said it is sufficient. He is God, and why he is repeating every of his speech in morning and evening? What about Tandav competition? What's the program? How much progress has been made in this Tandav competition? This all Baba is speaking. And I was thinking, why Baba is saying again and again every time this word, Tandav competition. So Dada said, okay, there are perhaps 49 people's list was made all over this North India DMC. Lot of people were there. Baba, and on the last day when the Tandav competition is to be started, Baba when sat there, Baba said, okay, now today will be Tandav competition. Said so. Dada, Ramananda Dada said, oh, there is not, one person is missing there. Quorum is not going to be complete. If Baba will see, then one space will be there. How that will fill up? That Ramananda Dada saw behind, all were people sitting. I was also sitting there. Ramananda Dada was saying, Shaelendra, may I write you? I said, Dada, you already fused you. He said, no, you need not to do Tanda there. You just fill up the gap there. I said, what does it mean? Dada said that one person has not come over here. He has asked, he wrote, I wrote his name, but he has not come here now. And now Tanda is going to start. He didn't turn up today. So I will write you. I said, but Dada, I don't know. He said, no, you need not to do Tanda. You just go and stand there. I said, if it is so, then I am ready to stand. He said, okay. Then last row was mine, where one person was missing, and Dada asked me, you just stand there. I said, no, it is just in front of Baba. I won't stand in front of Baba. Baba will look at me. I can't do Tanda. I will just, in the very beginning, I will just sit down there. You just hide me some. Dada said, okay, then you go in the third place. And third person asked him to come first in the first place. And this, I think this 8-9 rows were there, and last row was there. And when I was just there standing, I saw, oh, Baba is not looking at me. I was fully satisfied at me. It hardly matter. I have fulfilled the desire of Dada because quorum I have completed. Baba is not looking at me. Now I am free. So Baba was saying, okay, now that under competition start. Dada said, yes, Dada, Baba, now it will start. But I simply closed my eyes and said, and surrendered myself, saying with these words, Baba, I do not know Tanda. It is up to you. You made or not made. I don't know. Simply I closed my eyes, and after I don't know what happened to me. What happened to me, I was just continued doing for the last more than 45 minutes. And it was just continuing, going on. All complete silence, pin drop silence was there in the DMC. And then P.A. Dada, Raman Dada, he just got up, he patted me on my back, asked me, stop, Shaelendra, you are first. Simply he said, I then opened my eyes and saw where 48 guys have gone. Nobody was there. And I saw that Baba is watching me like anything completely. Baba is looking at me, and I was surprised why 48 guys have gone and where I am now. Then this Baba's grace, and Baba gave me first prize of this whole competition. So then in 92, I was having this bhav samadhi, and I was just remain in bhav only. Every time Baba, 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 I don't use any other words. Even when I used to go in my my duty in my college, there also I was just kept silent, not to speak, just Baba, Baba, not loudly but inwardly. This all was going on. And during those days, the summer holidays were there, and we started to come to Bihar because my in-laws were there in Bihar. We came there. My wife told my father-in-law, mother-in-law that I remain in Bhav because she served food, and after taking 1 or 2 spoons, that spoon just fell down from my hand. It used to fall down, and when it fell down, I got indication I need not to eat next there, and I stopped eating. This happened for the last, I don't remember, 5-6 months, perhaps 6-7 months. And when in Bihar, in the summer holidays, I was in the room, I was just in the Bhav Samadhi. There also the meal which was given to me, I just took 1 sip or 2, and then I got indication I need not to take. I just stopped to eat there. And even then I feel very okay. I didn't feel any weakness in me. It was quite nice, quite okay. But food I was not taking. Whenever indication was there, I just stopped to take. During those days, I was in the room and I was just Baba, Baba. Then Baba just came and sat upon my shoulder. I never know, I came to know afterwards from my father-in-law. And father-in-law told that he came inside from the office, because in the private office he was there to work. He came, and when he came inside, he saw Baba was seated upon my shoulder. I don't remember whether he asked me on two shoulder or one shoulder. I still do not know. I didn't ask, but he told me Baba seated on your shoulder. And my father-in-law just greeted Baba, Namaskar. He just gave Namaskar. Then he rushed towards other room and went to call my mother-in-law to bring her in that room, and so that she could also have darshan of Baba on this shoulder. When he went there, he brought my mother-in-law. As soon as he brought and she came in, Baba was disappeared from here. And this I came to know afterwards when I regained my consciousness after a few months. So this was also grace of Baba. So then in 2002, I was there to go to Chandigarh because my elder daughter was there. She was studying there, and I went there. I was supposed to go there, and the noon time, there tempo traveler, where people 10 or 12 people, 10 people seated, 10 seats were there to sit, and two in between the tool, say 12. Those are fully packed, and my seat was just beside driver's seat. I was just seated there, and this vehicle was just moving on. And when there was slope, driver just spoke. Driver said, brakes of this vehicle has been failed all of a sudden. I am going to jump. If you guys could save yourself, it depends upon you. He uttered these words. I didn't pay attention. Then I thought there's something irrelevant, something different this driver has just spoken. I asked the driver again, driver sir, what did you say? He said, I'm just saying that brakes of this four-wheeler has been failed, and I am going to jump. If you people could save yourself, it depends upon you. As soon as he spoke this word, I shouted and screamed, Baba! As soon as I shouted and screamed, I screamed. As soon as I screamed so much, he looked at me. He said, to whom you have chanted? I said, I just remember my Guru's name. He said, who is it? I said, Shrii Shrii AnandaMurti Jii. Then he looked towards window side of his four-wheeler, his vehicle. He said, I'm not looking his face, but I am looking his hands. He has pulled this vehicle in his hand. Now, you people, one by one, get down. He has picked up this four-wheeler in his hand, vehicle. Quickly, one by one, all the people get down. So it happened, one by one got down. Then driver said, then I was just going to get on. Driver said, let me first. I said, okay, you also go. He also got down. Then lastly, I got down. As soon as I got down, that vehicle, 300 feet, that vehicle went off and blown like that. And we all were saved by Baba's grace. Then in 2008, I was, though I was posted in Jammu, but this Department of Education has taken the decision that of every stream lecturer will go to serve Ladakh. because Ladakh is the place where that higher education was not given to the students because of lack of lecturers, and government has decided to send the lecturers from Jammu to serve Ladakh for 2 years, at least for 2 years. When I heard about this, I said, no, I can't go Ladakh. It is too difficult for me, because you heard that there oxygen is not there, and people used to take non-veg and this drink, these all things, and we don't take even onion, garlic. How we will survive there? And on the other side, I can't leave my job also, because that's also needed. So I was just fixed, and we were 48 persons, or 49, I don't remember fully. There was 48, 49. We all have decided, okay, we will file a suit against the government in the High Court. We filed suit there, and court, and on the day when the judgment was given by the judge of the court, that advocate asked me, have you any thing about your health, any certificate about your health certificate like this? I said, no, I don't have any health certificate, but I have only prescription of my medical prescription about my diabetic. He said, diabetic is so many people, and so anyhow it doesn't harm if you have. I said, no, it is in my house. He said, go and bring that. I will just stitch that also with this, your file, with your application. I will stitch that also. I said, okay. I went home, I brought that, I gave it to my advocate, to Vakil, and he just stitched that also with my application. And 48, 49 applications were there to the court, to the judge. And on the day when the judgment was given, to be given, then that day I was just lying on the bed in the night time, and in midnight I just got up and I said, Baba, I prayed, Baba, how I will go there, Ladakh? I don't know how to eat, I don't know how to drink, I don't know how to take non-veg, etc. And it is heard that oxygen oxygen should be there by eating this non-veg, etc., and by taking this wine, etc. How can it be possible? I was just praying, Baba, and by the time that Panjan was there, and I did Panjan, because I was alone there. My wife has gone to there, Bihar. My wife was in Bihar, and my elder daughter was in US, and my younger daughter was in Hyderabad, serving job in the company there. And I was all alone. I just prayed, and in the morning, after even Panjan, I didn't sleep, and moreover, all the night I couldn't sleep. And next day judgment there, we attended the court. We went court, and this our advocate, he went inside the premises, and judges said, no, this is a discretion of government. Government can send anybody to anywhere, any flight to anywhere. So this case has been cancelled, and everybody has to obey the order of government. That it was cancelled. When that advocate came, although every every applicant has given a lot of money to advocate, and advocate has tried his best, but even then he couldn't succeed. When he came out of the court, he was very sad. He said, oh, sorry, I couldn't make it mature because judge has refused to accept this. He said, I was just inside, I was weeping inside that, now what will happen. Then he said, okay, you people come in the evening. I said, okay. Then I just went. I said to Vakil that I am very perplexed because my health is not allowing me to go anywhere. What I do? He said, I don't remember, but I this thing in my mind that in one of the application, this judge has written to reconsider the case. I don't know which application. I was thinking, how can it be mine application? Mine was just simply prescription of diabetes, and diabetes every person is diabetic in this Jammu or everywhere. That is just ordinary. Might be other one has given to other one, the judge has given. Even then he says, okay, you come in my clinic, in my this office evening, I will just find out that for whom judge has written to reconsider case. Only their person can be saved to go to Ladakh. I was just half-heartedly, I didn't eat all the day. I just kept mom and just in the house, and then in the evening I went to Vakil house, advocate's house. I asked him, okay. He said, oh, let me see. He just opened his file, this all documents, etc. Then when my application came, before he said, oh, it is you. Your name Shaelendra. I said, yes. And judge has written here that to reconsider this case only. Judge has written here. Then he says, I was just very pleased. He said, no, you need not to worry. No, government will definitely take care of this case, because judge has written to reconsider, government has to be reconsider this case. Then I just felt inside very happy, and I came and I did DC alone. Then I thanked Baba and I prayed, Baba, you have saved me to go to Ladakh. Only one person, only I was saved, and next day all the 48 persons were relieved and they were directed to go Ladakh, and I remained in my place. This is also grace of Baba. Then in Tata, when I was serving in Tata company, there one colleague, whose name was Oja, and he used to come in his motorcycle with one of his fellows. And on that day, he asked me, okay, Shaelendra, you come with me, because my other colleague has not come today, so I can give you lift so that you could reach well in time, because it was far away from my residential place to the office where I was serving in 1985. He said, okay. I just sat behind him in the motorcycle. The motorcycle was running, and all of a sudden he asked me, okay, this brake of this motorcycle has failed. I was stunned. He said, you know how to jump? I said, I know nothing. He said, then I screamed with Baba. He just saw behind me. He didn't utter a word, he just saw behind me, and this motorcycle went in the muddy area. There was a tree. Had it been stuck with tree, we would have been collapsed. But it thanks Baba that it didn't stuck with tree. It went in the muddy area, and that two-wheeler, that motorcycle stopped, and with Baba's grace, we are saved. I think so much here.
Thank you, Dadaji.